Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to another Puntulu show. As promised, I'm back again this week. I hope you guys are having a fantastic week so far. I know we at Puntulu are having a super busy week with a lot of questions, a lot of queries from our awesome customers. And I'm just here today to address one of the most common ones we've had. So obviously it is now calendar season. Everyone is rushing to get their orders sorted out as soon as possible. Excuse me, I have a bit of a scratchy throat, don't mind me. Yeah, so everyone is rushing to get their orders out as soon as possible. And with that come a lot of design queries, especially with our Deskpad calendars. Now, as you know, if you've printed with us these specific products with us before, or if you've watched these videos closely, you will know that there is a big difference between choosing black plate changes and full color changes for your Deskpad calendar. Now, I've gone into a lot more detail in previous videos about what exactly that is, but today I want to address a specific issue that we've gotten now with black plate changes. You obviously need to make sure that all of the color elements, all of the elements that have C, M, Y, and K values in all of the in the element itself, in the color, you need to make sure that those are exactly the same on exactly the same position from page to page. And this can be quite difficult if you're not specifically trained in Adobe Illustrator or any of these design tools. Then you might have the urge to kind of print it out and measure with a ruler or try to figure out exactly where the elements need to go to make sure it's on the same spot on every page. Now, I struggled with this in the beginning. When I just started working, I had no idea about this little trick, but there is actually a trick to make this a lot quicker. Deskpad calendar designs do, on average, take a lot longer because there's a lot of detail involved. However, this will really speed things up for you, and this will help you make sure that you don't get that pesky artwork problem from us. So I'm going to share my screen and just show you guys quickly. We're going to set up 1 or 2 pages just super quickly, not anything in detail. I just want to show you this very basic trick that will seriously help you. All right, so let me share my screen. Cool. So I've already opened up Adobe Illustrator here. I'm just going to create a new artwork. Let's do A2. We'll work in centimeters. That's fine. Actually, you know what? Stick to millimeters. So A2 is 420 by 594. Okay, always make sure you include bleed, the usual. Make sure it's in a CMYK color space. Make sure, because we're printing, it's in 300 dpi. And then I'm going to create 2 artboards. Now this is where you choose your page number. So if you have 12 pages for a Deskpad calendar, you would put 12 here. Today, though, I'm just going to show you a basic tutorial. So I'm not going to do a full calendar. Oh, sorry, I went ahead and put the wrong orientation, so we're just quickly going to fix that. There we go. All right, great. So let's quickly set up. Most people will, let me just get an example in front of me so that I can work off of what we've seen quite a bit. So let's say you have your grid here. Just going to do a quick grid. It's probably not going to be super even, but that's okay. This is just for the purposes of this tutorial. So we've actually gotten quite a few queries about this even today. So this really is a very prevalent issue. So that is why I figured we might as well address this. I don't think I've addressed it super in-depthly in previous tutorials. I might have mentioned it here or there, but it's never really been something I've mentioned in detail. Okay. So this is quite tedious. I'm not counting the amount of blocks or anything now, so don't mind that. This is obviously your grid where you put your basic numbering and your basic calendar information. Normally you would measure this out a little better so that it's nice and perfect. All right, so that's way too big, but it's not an issue right now. All right, cool. So let's say that's your grid. You would have a logo. Back to my same font that I always use for these tutorials. Let's make it a bit bigger. Okay, cool. Excuse me, guys. Unfortunately, a bit of a scratchy throat, as I mentioned in the beginning. So don't mind me if I have a bit of a cough every now and then. Okay, so let's say you have an image here. If you want to include a photo, maybe like a nice visual or something, and it is in color. Okay, so let's pretend that this is a full calendar. Obviously, your grid, you would want to place this and make sure it's on the same positioning on every single page so that when you flip through the pages, it's not misaligned and going everywhere. It just looks horrible. And also, if you have black plate changes, then that is going to cause a serious problem. So, for example, I will show you how to do this in a second. But for example, if this now moves to the side, that's going to be an issue for you because it's not in the same spot as it is on this page for black plate changes. For full color changes, that doesn't matter. Obviously, you want to make sure that it's cohesive in any case, but it doesn't matter as much as for black plate changes. So because this has, let me open this dialog box here. Because it has C, M, Y, and K values here, the percentages, that is considered a full color. So if that moves from page to page, you are going to have issues. That includes images, any color elements. What we're not referring to when we're saying just full K values, do you see this is 0, 0, 0, only K values, 100%. So this, for example, this grid could actually theoretically for black plate changes move from page to page and it wouldn't be an issue. So I'm going to link the video where I explain this a bit more in-depthly in the comments down below for your reference. I'm also going to include the link to the YouTube video that we did explaining this if you don't quite understand this. But for today's purposes, we're just going to pretend that you are on the same page with me. So what I wanted to show you, the basic trick I wanted to show you guys that's super handy, instead of pulling up your ruler here and measuring, pulling up a box to see that everything is the same width from each other. It's just so much effort and it's kind of going to take you forever. So we're not doing that. The quickest way, is to select everything that you want to have on exactly the same space and you copy. Shortcut for that is on Mac, Command C, and on PC, Control C. And then you select the next page. I just clicked here. You select the next page. And then instead of pasting like you normally would, Command V or Control V, you select Command F or Control F. And that pastes it, or should paste it, on the same spot. Sometimes it glitches and it doesn't quite do that. Let me just see if I can fix this quickly. Oh, goodness. See, so unfortunately, that is one of the things, one of the glitches with Adobe software. Sometimes it's not super consistent. We try our best here. Okay. Yeah, it is glitching. As luck would have it, when I'm doing a tutorial, it'll glitch. But essentially, that is like 90% of the time this works. You saw it earlier in the tutorial. I did do that, and I said I would explain it. So if you select Command F, it will 90% of the time, hopefully 98% of the time, it will paste it in exactly the same spot on the next page. So that really, really makes it a lot easier. I'm getting frustrated with it not doing it, but okay. So theoretically, guys, that is the trick I wanted to show you. It really, really, really helps. I'm laughing, like, seriously. So yeah, sometimes it glitches, but most of the time that should really help. So then you can just paste it on the same spot on every page of the 12 pages of your Deskpad calendar. It really, really speeds things up. And that way you're sure it's on exactly the same spot. You don't have to worry about measuring and pulling up rulers or printing it out and measuring it. So that's how you know if things are not shifting and it's in exactly the same spot. So that is really what I would recommend if you're having this issue. Now, before I continue on for too long and ramble about Deskpad calendars for too long, I think I'm going to end this video. Guys, I hope that helped. If anything about this was unclear, I know this was a bit of an all over the place video now because the software didn't really do the trick. But if anything is unclear, please ask in the comments down below and I will clarify, or I can do another video expanding on it. Just let me know and I'm happy to do that for you. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Please make sure, just before I go, please make sure that you are placing your orders and getting everything uploaded, your proof of payment, your print ready artwork. Make sure that you're getting everything uploaded to your order. There we go. To your order. As soon as possible, otherwise you will not be getting your things on time. And keep an eye out on that estimated delivery time to make sure that you know when your prints are being delivered. We are closing soon. This is the second last week for us, so I'm personally very excited to go on holiday and rest and tan. But for you guys still sorting out your deadlines for print, I would really, really make sure that you get all of that in now. So that is it for me today, guys. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys again tomorrow with another video.